Today I got for you 1v1 on Forts of Isen II on patch 2.1 in Rise of the Witch King. So in the north we got Lethal playing as more Angmar. He's going with 2 mills, I'm supposed. And on the south we got Angmar player SrNahuel with 2 mills as well. Let's check the power points for now. Lethal decided to go for War Chant while his opponent doesn't yet choose the power point from the powers menu. Ser decided to go with a builder on the corner of the map, definitely to build another mill later on, but at this point he's going with half the Kingsman and he's going to create some units. How about his opponent? Lethal is doing exactly the same. He's quite faster with this half the Kingsman building, and mill will be pop out as well by Lethal. So it's Angmar mirror, definitely Trollmaster should be pop out, and like 2 to 3 half the Kingsman should be enough to sustain any attacks, pop out some more Gunabar orcs, and then transition to the trolls that you can take with Intelligent Legends from the Troller, exactly here or here. You can take those trolls, create some more trolls. They're cheap over here, like 300 resources, so it's very cheap and can destroy the enemy's base. But that was a strategy back in 2009, I think. Nowadays players play a little bit different with Wolves Den, of course. In patch 1.00 we doesn't need to have a Wolves Den to go with Wolf Riders, so it's very important to say. Okay, first blowout over here, Gunabar Warriors against Gunabar Warriors. Little decided to go for War Chant. That forced his opponent Ser to go back to his fortress, but he decided to stay and fight. He's just waiting for another Gunabar Warriors battalion. He will get his War Chant as well. And there's a thing, another half the King's Man. There is enough money for Troll Master, but it seems that Ser is going to create another mill. In the meantime, really weird choice by Little. He decided to go for Pikemans over here, Ruan Spearmans. Ruder Spearmans are not that great against Gunabar Warriors, and they cost a little bit of money, like 100 more. Axe Throwers for Ser, and he should definitely micro those Axe Throwers, micro them out to not lose them like that, like he is at the moment. He'll lose the Straw Master with them. And another Axe Throwers battalion. Those Rohan Spearmen should be killed, all of them, if this battalion will be microing pretty well and if more units will pop out. As you can see, Little taken advantage. He forced his opponent to destroy and consolidate the mill, and he's moving forward towards the back of the base of Ser. Ser is waiting for more troops to be created, and then he will attack, I assume, trying to protect his base. But in the meantime, Little get Wolves Riders as well as another spy who were on Spearmans, which is pretty weird. He got 6 mills at the moment, double half the Kingsman as well as his opponent does. There is a War Chant first time. It's Ceres who is using War Chant for the first time, but he will lost all those orcs definitely. They've been trampled, a couple of them has been killed already. Here comes some Ruan Spearmans as well. And quite a lot of units are here. There is a wall hub to save the builder. Ser is doing a pretty good job, but this wall hub wasn't enough. It's been destroyed, and it seems that Ser will lost his builder for Rudan Spearmans. They're in the defensive mode, which is weird because if you attack units, you should be definitely in the aggressive stance. But it seems Little doesn't know yet about it. Another Axe Forest battalion, but it's only one. And actually Little taken advantage, full advantage against his opponent. He destroyed or forced his opponent to consolidate all the mills, and he is going for this half the Kingsman and decided to get out of here. Those Wolf Riders should definitely get out of the battlefield and recover. 2 more additional half the Kingsman will be create for little at the moment, so he will have 4, but how many resources he got, how many combined points he gathered at the moment? Only 500, so it's not enough, to be honest. With 1k combined points you can definitely go for Half the King's Men, so you can sustain with Trollmasters and Black Numenorian spam. But in this position, when you get only 500 combined points, so not that much of the resources, you shouldn't go for such a bulky move, because as you can see, he's not using this Half the King's Man at the moment because he doesn't have resources, or maybe he does, but he will spend on something else, maybe a mill, because he will realize that he needs it anyway. So he will not use the Half the King's Man for their full potential, which is of course a little bit of a mistake, but it's okay so far. He's still trying to spam more and more units, he's trying to get into enemy's base. It looks like that Sir was able to survive, not losing that much. His Half the King's Men are a little bit of danger, a little bit of health has been get out of there from those 2 buildings, but they're pretty much healthy enough to produce more units and stay in the game. And there is an offense from Sir. He got lots of axe throwers, which is pretty good in addition to Rune and Spearmans. They could be easily killed, but of course Sir got to micro with those axe throwers, and he looks like aware about it. He put his Gundabar warriors on the defensive stance, he put his axe throwers into aggressive stance, and he's trying to micro with them against Gundabar warriors and spearmen, but it looks like that there are too many units that he cannot comprehend with them. There is a war chant from Sir, as we can see, another one, but he will not be able to sustain for much longer. Even if this attack will be failure, he's just using his war chant. So now if only Little will use all those Half the King's Men to their fullest potential, create some more units and use war chant on them, he can definitely destroy everything over here, to be honest. As well as we can see, how many mills got Sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 mills, one of them only on level 2, while his opponent got 2 buildings, actually 2 mills on level 2 at the moment, and he's creating more and more mills on the side. So it looks like one-sided match by Little and Sir. Even if Sir will push back for a moment with his Hlodar that he received at the moment, Hlodar got of course leadership, 20% of damage and 20% of armor. It's not that much. Definitely war chant will be used here for this player. And if I remember correctly, in 1.01 and 2.01, sorry, the buffs can be stacked, so he can stack the leadership from Hlodar and War Chant, so it's pretty good. Double pikeman is gripping the Warclaw, which is pretty weird, because in the other side of the map he is sending only 1 battalion of Gruda Spearmen towards a Troller. He will of course make it clear, and we will clear up everything, take treasures and experience, but it's pretty weird to see double Gruda Spearmen creeping the Warclaw. As we can see, lots of axe throwers, definitely wolves then on, or maybe some trolls, snow trolls would be useful over here for later. But it seems he will not use them. He's preparing himself to the major attack. It seems he got lots of Trollmasters without any battalion on them, so he's preparing his units for some major attack, I think, which actually coming, because it seems that Sir got enough of waiting. He got enough, or maybe he got full of combined points. Yeah, almost full of combined points. Almost 600 combined points has been filled by Nudar, by Sir, and he will receive War Chant in a second, so he should definitely attack his opponent. He got 5 power points at the moment, so definitely some power point could be in use. Definitely It shouldn't be Snowbind because he will attack at the moment, it seems. So maybe Fellow Wind could be useful over here for him. We'll see what he's going to choose. We got Hlodar for lethal, and he got more units than his opponent. He got more units, he can overspam those X-Throwers. And he got more power points as well, because there are 9, so we can use Fellow Wind as well. Follow all those units over here, as now happened with his own army, and then kill them all. Here comes Warchant. How about Warchant for Sir? Not really, I cannot see them. Riders a little bit too late, get into the pikemen, getting into the ruler spearmen, and they will be killed. How many power points did he receive in this battle? 2.5 almost. And there is 10 power points for lethal, and he will just use summon orcs that will destroy entire composition for Sir, that will be forced to retreat at the moment to his base one more time.
I speak with the Witch King's voice. I come to command.
So Lethal is fighting over here on the middle, going to get into the base of his opponent. It seems that Sir got only to have the King's Man. He's going with heroes, he got Morgomir, but this Morgomir got to get level 2 to have Dread Visage and significant reduce enemy's armor and damage done. Definitely not really the buff units, but significant reduce everything that they possessed. Let's see how it's going to be. Oh, there's lots of units for Lethal, and I think he will break through. He will break through. Hlodar is out of position, he's not buffing his units, as well as Morgomir is in the back, only fighting with some Wisemen of Downland that have been used from an inn. So definitely it's a wrong position. He prepared some battle towers expansions, but they will be falling one by one. All those units should be in aggressive stance and should fight with all those towers. Do not allow them to be created as fast as possible. Direwolf's Kennel will be created as well. I don't know why Hlodar is going back. He should definitely destroy those towers expansions and this den as well. Dire Kennel. How about the more and more spearmen? I see that that Lethal definitely loves those spearmen, and he's going with Temple of Twilight. Could use trolls, to be honest. And 12 of Twilight on level 1 got a soul freeze, so it's enough. Allow sorcerers to specialize in the soul freeze power. This makes units in the radius immobile but invulnerable for a short time, so they will not be killed. So definitely if you fight the fortress, Twilight on level 1 is enough. You will not be mobile, but if you surrender to fortress, use sources on level 1, use soul freeze, you will definitely take down the fortress and almost not losing units. Anyway, how the King's Man for Sir is going down. Warchant will be thrown down by Lethal, and he's moving forward. Another half of the King's Man is going down as well. And as we can see, Sir got no more units, he got only 2 heroes. They are pretty much hurt and cannot get into the fight. He got Fellow Wind almost and Warchant, but no units. So this game is fairly over. Let's see, do it till the end. Bell on level 2 is go down. There is wind, or wind been used. Of course, not killing anything. And it seems that while their Wolf Kennel will be destroyed by Hlodar and his army, as well as entire base and towers expansions at last. Snowbind has been used on the mill to not allow it to produce more resources. Hlodar has been killed, so Sir get only Morgomir on the field. That is level 1, he will not reduce the damage, and armory for the units of Lethal, and he'll be almost killed over here. Yeah, he got definitely to get out of here. And the fortress is low in health, will be destroyed. Oh, Morgan will make a bad move. We're moving back towards Clodar, and this one just slash him. So it seems that the fortress is going down, heroes are dead, and Sir decided to give up. Yeah, it was an over, definitely. Lethal got in his back. Pretty funny game to watch. I haven't been recording Rise of the Lich King for never. It's actually my first recording for Rise of the Lich King patch 2.01. Hope you enjoy it. May the force be with you, and see you in the next cast. Bye bye.